Hey everybody, it's Leah. So earlier today, I received an email that looked like this. It was just a normal address that it was coming from. It had this one-word subject line, and then inside the email, if you can see that, it said, "Cannot show full male body." It actually changes the message every time, but essentially it's saying that you can't see the email message, and then it's giving you a link to go to presumably see that complete message. So this, as many of you probably know right now, is a virus. It's not real people sending you these emails. It looks like what it's doing is you get the email, open it up, it then compromises your account and sends a ton of emails, similar emails to other people. Same thing happens to them, and it just keeps going and going and going. So I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of this and secure your computer, so hopefully this doesn't happen again. First thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and check to see if your account has been compromised. So you're going to scroll down after you've signed into your email account. You shouldn't have any trouble signing in because it's not changing the password once it has access to your account. So you should just be able to sign in as normal. Once you've signed in, come down here, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you're going to see this last account activity down here. Highlighting that in blue, and you're going to click on details. That's going to bring you to this window that basically has a log of all of the recent activity. I don't think it goes past 6 or 7 hours, so it's already erased the computer that had compromised my account, so you can't see it. But basically, it just gives you some information about what kind of computer is signing in, where it is, and when it's signed in. So what I had was these last 3 were some kind of I don't know, it was some kind of computer. It was actually weirdly named, so it didn't even have a type that is specific to this system. And then it was coming from California, and then I had the IP address, and it was showing times that I knew that I was not logged into my account. So the first thing I did was sign out all other web sessions, just in case, it might not help, but it might. So it's just good to just go ahead and sign out because you don't know how it's working. So sign out, and then down here it has an option to change the preferences for giving you alerts when you have unusual activity on your account. Go ahead and make sure you're getting those alerts, just because it's useful to have. The quicker you catch these things, the better off you're going to be. So once you've figured out that you've been compromised, signed everything out, now we can go ahead and block it out of your account. So the way we do that is actually pretty straightforward. You're just going to have to change the password. Because it's not changing the password once it gets in your account, obviously it's somehow getting your password. So, just change the password, blocks it out, and you should be good as far as it being able to access your account. Once you've changed your password, you're going to want to go ahead and secure that account. So you're going to come up here to your profile icon, go to my account. Once you're here, this first block, sign in and security, and then signing in to Google, first blue tab here. Right, so from here we want to make sure that our recovery options are up to date, and they're things that you're going to check pretty regularly. Obviously the phone, just do your cell phone or whatever. For the email, make sure it's something that you're going to check, because had this virus changed the password when it got in, then you would have to be using these recovery methods, and if you're not checking them, if you don't remember what they are, that's valuable time that it could be potentially infecting your computer or doing whatever, depending on what kind of virus or malware it is. So you just want to make sure that that's up to date. The second thing that you can do is you can turn on this two-step verification. I currently don't have it on. but I plan to turn it on in the future. Basically what this does is it makes it so that when you log into your computer, not only do you have to type in a password, but you also get a verification code sent to your cell phone, and you have to type that verification code into the computer after you've typed in your email password. And what that does is it makes it so that nobody can access your account unless they physically have your phone, which is pretty secure. That's about as good as you're gonna get without paying some pretty heavy duty fees for top end security. So it does take a few seconds longer, but honestly it's worth it. As we've all seen today, this stuff can travel so fast and it can do a lot of damage very quickly. So to just have that extra little step to prevent that kind of stuff, I think it's worth it. Once we've secured the account, the next thing we want to do is go to the apps that are connected to your account. So the same pretty much general thing that happened here with the email can also very easily happen with the apps. So just make sure that the ones that are connected to your accounts are apps that you know and you're using regularly and trust. If you have something that you go to once in a blue moon, but you have the password saved and you have it connected to your account, just go ahead and disconnect, because with Gmail especially, most sign-in things just have that connect to Google, and it'll just bring a pop-up box asking you to verify. So it really doesn't take very long. So unless you're using these sites very regularly, I would go ahead and disconnect, just to save you the potential trouble of having to deal with some kind of cyber attack. Same with your saved passwords. Really, I don't know how secure the Google Smart Lock password saving thing is. Honestly, I would stick to something like LastPass or any other kind of accredited security password manager, just because Google has huge servers. You really never know what could happen. Same goes for if you have any credit cards stored on there. I think it's better to be safe than sorry. So once you have gone through all of these, also make sure you have this allow less secure apps off. It can get annoying, but there's a reason it's there. Just make sure that those apps are getting blocked, because unless you're very familiar with it and you know for certain that it's not going to cause you any harm, just go ahead and steer clear. Alrighty, so now we're going to come down here to check your privacy settings and move over. Right, so we got all of our personal info. We have all of this. So, oh, maybe it's not there. Oh, another thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your security questions aren't the ones that they're giving you. There's actually a setting that allows you to create your own security question. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I mean, you can Google it and it'll give you pretty straightforward step-by-step instructions on what menus to go through and how to navigate to that. But I highly recommend making your own questions and having the answers be things that only you know, because we're in the age of social media, so it's very easy to find a lot of information on people. So those questions are a lot of times they're very generic, and if you're just asking your pet's name, well, I can go on Twitter and probably find you tweeting about your pet at some point. So make it something that people aren't going to be able to readily find out about you or whatever it is your question's about. The other thing I would do with those security questions is make one a lie, just a straight up lie not even remotely true. That way, in case, you know, somehow, some way, whoever is trying to access your information does answer those first 2 questions, there's no way that they can answer that third one, because it's not even remotely true, you know. So that's just another failsafe to make sure that you're securing your account. So that should be good for now. If any of you guys have questions, or if it's you're still noticing suspicious activity in your accounts, go ahead and leave a comment on this video, and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. Again, sorry that this happened. It really sort of destroyed everything. But I mean, yeah, the only things that you can really do right now is making sure your account's secure. I would also, if you don't already have, you know, antivirus software on your computer, get some. There's also, if you're using Chrome, there's some really great extensions that will protect your computer for you, your browser for you. So that's a great thing to look into. You know, just kind of Google it, look around in some articles, and find the most up-to-date stuff that you can, and just make sure that you're, you know, exercising common sense. Don't click on the links. Don't you know, do all that stuff. If you do still have some of these emails in your inbox, just go ahead and delete them. Because again, I'm really not sure how this thing is working right now. So I don't know if there's any chance that you could, you know, potentially contract the virus again, having already gotten rid of it. So just make sure you're deleting everything. I don't think you have to delete the sent mail. I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to be safe, but you should be fine with that. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. Again, if you have any questions or you need anything, just comment below, and I will try my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. I'm also going to leave the link to LastPass in the description box, so you guys can check that out. It's a really great tool to use. Just making sure, you know, everything's as secure as possible. Alright, bye.